In Surah Yunus, chapter 10, verse 60 it says, "And what think those who invent lies against Allah, of the day of judgment? Verily Allah is full of bounty to mankind, but most of them are ungrateful, people who lie in religion, or invent false gods and false worship. Have they any idea of the day of judgment, when they will be called to account and will have to answer for their deeds?" Here, Allah reminds us of the seriousness of fabricating lies, especially in matters of faith. Many people invent false deities, set up misguided worship practices, and forget the one who has granted them everything. But on the day of judgment, no one can escape the truth of their actions. Allah has given us everything, both material and spiritual blessings, and yet, most of humanity remains ungrateful, forgetting the source of all those blessings. This is a reminder for all of us to stay humble and mindful of the Creator. Moving on to Surah Yunus, verse 61. "In whatever business thou mayest be, and whatever portion thou mayest be reciting from the Quran, and whatever deed ye may be doing, we are witnesses thereof when ye are deeply engrossed therein, nor is hidden from thy Lord so much as the weight of an atom on the earth or in heaven." This verse teaches us that Allah is aware of everything, even the smallest details, down to the weight of an atom. Nothing escapes His sight, whether it's the grandest of actions or the tiniest of particles. Now, this is where it gets even more interesting. Let's talk about atoms. Many centuries ago, the idea of the atom was proposed by the Greek philosopher Democritus. The atom was thought to be the smallest, indivisible unit of matter. But centuries later, modern science discovered atoms themselves were made up of even smaller particles: electrons, protons, neutrons, and even smaller components like quarks. And yet, the Quran spoke about something even smaller than an atom long before we discovered subatomic particles. Did you know that the Quran mentions this in Surah Saba, chapter 34, verse 3? He is aware of an atom's weight in the heavens and on the earth, and even anything smaller than that. This was written over 1,400 years ago, long before scientists even had a concept of subatomic particles. And today, we know that an atom isn't the smallest unit of matter, but even the smallest particles, like quarks, are part of the intricate design of the universe. How remarkable is that? It shows us how the Quran is timeless, holding knowledge that resonates with modern science. And in Surah Yunus, verses 62 to 66, Allah reassures us, "Behold, verily on the friends of Allah there is no fear, nor shall they grieve. For those who believe and guard against evil, there are glad tidings for them, both in this life and the hereafter. No one can change Allah's words. This is indeed the supreme felicity."